The reason that I got an opportunity and got interested in Fraudmarc was when I met with the team, they described to me what they did in terms of solving this fraudulent email situation. And at QA Symphony, where I work, we had experienced that same issue just a few weeks earlier. So I was excited to jump in because I knew this was a huge problem that needed attention. I've enjoyed really getting to interact with the team, with Keith, with Richard, and to feel their excitement, the passion that both of these folks have around solving this problem, and to see that Fraudmarc can solve this complex problem in a very cost-effective and actionable way very quickly was really exciting to me. I'm very pleased to introduce to you all the CEO of Fraudmarc, Keith Coleman. Don't screw it up, Keith.
Hi, I'm Keith Coleman, CEO of Fraudmarc, and we're working alongside internet giants like Microsoft and Google to secure your brand against phishing damage. I know what you're thinking. Why are they working with a startup like us? Well, 97% of the Fortune 500, with their huge teams of IT experts, struggle and fail to master the crazy complicated policies necessary to secure their brands. David Cohen, a venture fund manager at Techstars, sends out dozens of emails to LPs containing wire information. But how can you really be sure this email is from David? Other than calling him, the truth is, you don't know. This is a phishing attempt, and it uses David's exact email address. And this, if successful, could cost a lot of money and erode Techstars' reputation. But Techstars is not unique. We scanned 61 of your companies, and all but one of you are vulnerable. Now, for over a decade, complex policies have existed to block these spoofed emails. First, there's SPF, a whitelist of every server authorized to send email from your company domain. Next is DKIM. It allows companies to cryptographically authenticate every legitimate message. There's also DMARC, where this code, P equals reject, would protect Techstars' brand and their LP's money. Have I lost you yet? Well, you're not alone. 485 of the Fortune 500 are also baffled. So phishing happens again and again. In fact, the FBI determined that hackers stole $5.3 billion using phishing attacks last year. But what about the brand damage associated with this? It's unquantifiable. Most companies that have been responsible enough to attempt these internet policies blow their entire budget on phase one, buying costly DMARC reports. Now, thanks to support we've received from Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Techstars, I'm thrilled to announce Fraudmarc's gift to the internet. Any company, any size, sending any volume of email will receive DMARC reports for free. It's time we all move forward together. Instead of having to decipher DMARC data on your own, write code, and configure policies, Fraudmarc manages it all for you at the click of a button. One slip up when you try and run these policies yourself can send all of your legitimate mail to spam. Instead, rest easy, as Fraudmarc continuously monitors and updates everything for you. Let me show you how Fraudmarc starts protecting your brand. From our homepage, enter your domain and scan your security. Not so hot. But if you purchase your domain name through one of our integrated registrars, you'll soon see the following flow. That one click is all it takes to install Fraudmarc. Now, suppose your marketing team wants to use a sweet new email marketing service. Instead of having to configure lots of delicate policies where one slip up blocks all of your legitimate mail, Fraudmarc provides one-click authorization. We provide self-service directly to companies via our website. We deliver managed services to guide enterprises in securing their brand. And we have a channel strategy to secure millions of companies via integrations with email service providers and domain registrars. There, we're targeting prices from $10 per customer per month down to $1 at higher volumes. During Techstars, we integrated with GoDaddy, the largest domain registrar. We're also adding support for one-in-one and United Domains. We have live pilots with Cox Enterprises and the Weather Channel. So there's a big opportunity for us to secure Fortune 500 companies. But we believe the much bigger opportunity is still on the horizon. By simplifying and streamlining implementation, we will make email authentication as ubiquitous as the website security lock that you see every day. Seriously, watch your inboxes and you will see this very soon if you haven't already. We're not the only ones pushing for this either. In 2015, Google, Microsoft, and other big internet providers announced their desire to mandate these protections for every business that sends email. A lot of businesses will need Fraudmarc. We've been working alongside these giants to protect brands and their customers. My co-founder, Richard, has a PhD and spent the last 14 years simplifying huge data sets at Emory University. I've been managing high-volume web infrastructure and configuring policies exactly like this for the last 15 years. Now, companies of all sizes spend a lot of money protecting their inbox, but not enough to protect their outbox. GoDaddy and others are integrating Fraudmarc because they realize that these kind of protections are essential to improve internet safety. Phishing is a real threat, and most of your companies are completely vulnerable. So visit fraudmarc.com right now for a free instant security checkup. Thank you.